Hey, what's up everybody? This is a very different video to the usual. It's not a race or anything like that. I just wanted to talk to you guys about something that's been on my mind for a pretty long time, actually. I got into sim racing like probably about 5 years ago, somewhere around that area. When I started off, I had a very small rig that I made, a FANATEC RS1. It's a rig that I built myself from plans that I bought from FANATEC. Thing is, I started out with one 27-inch monitor, and I had this habit of gaming in the dark all the time. I was always in the dark. The only light that was in the room really was actually from the monitor itself. Now, this is a little more serious video than usual, just because, as you guys may notice, I'm wearing glasses, and up to probably about right before I started to like game very seriously. I mean, I used to be gaming for years since I was, a young dude, but not like this. No, I was like, I had this monitor like literally about 18 inches in front of me, and gaming in the dark. But that's, I didn't let's put it this way, I didn't know much about things like blue light, all this blue light that this is coming from the screen. I knew nothing about that, honestly. All I knew is that I like to game in the dark because I didn't want any other distractions. That's where I can focus on what's on the screen, and nothing else, because there was nothing else really in my peripheral except for the game. Make it feel like I'm more there. So I game in the dark for a very long time, until I realized I started to kinda have eye strain a bit. My eyes used to be a little like, how it's kind of dry sometimes, especially after like a relatively long gaming session. Might be an iRacing. I started to go outside and run it for like a while, a few hours, and then I realized like I would be rubbing my eyes and stuff. And then all that time I didn't really realize that once you're gaming overall, not just sim racing. Once you're a so-called gamer, and not even a gamer for that matter, not thinking about it, you don't even have to be a gamer. If your job has you staring at a computer screen all day long, you're basically in the same boat. If you understand what I'm saying, it's the same thing. Once you are staring at a monitor, let's put it that way, once you're staring at a monitor for any extended period of time, there can be an issue, especially if you're doing it with more or less in the dark. It's also said if you have a source of light, like a window behind your monitor. I can't tell if that one for sure, because I never really have my monitor like in front of a window. So, but some people do. In the offices and stuff, they have windows behind their monitors. They say that's also not good. When you game in the dark, or let's stop saying gaming. Once you use use a monitor in the dark surroundings, you have more concentration of blue light, more or less hitting you directly, and over time it's going to bother you, especially if you're gaming though. If you're gaming, think about it. If you're in a dark place and you're gaming, there's nothing. This is not like you have on a light or a white screen and it's just white and nothing's moving. Or even if you're reading, especially if it's just text, it's not very much movement, so it would not be as bad. In gaming, you have a lot of rapid, especially if you're a first-person shooter and things moving up on the screen. You have a lot of colors hitting you. One minute you might have a bright scene and a dark scene, and bright screen, explosion, different colors popping, and your eyes have to deal with this all the time. It's a lot of strain on your eyes, whether you know it or not. Over time, I started to squint, and I didn't really realize it. I probably was squinting for a while, and I didn't really realize that I was squinting just to see text. And until it started to get kind of worse, and I started to get to the point where I really have to squint a lot to read text. And I didn't know what I was really doing. The thing is, like I said, all this is new to me. Then I started, after that point when I realized my eyes are starting to get kind of ridiculous, a little bad, then I found out about gaming glasses. I actually bought myself a pair of Gunners. In fact, here it is right now. I bought myself a pair of Gunners gamer glasses to get a reflection off. Right. So these are my Gunners. Yeah, the one with the kind of yellow tint to it. This one is the Gunner Optics PPK. I'll leave a link to this in the description if you want to check it out. This works really good. With this, my eyes was not as fatigued. Even after long sessions, my eyes didn't bother me. It wasn't feeling dry. This is really cool. It reflects a lot of blue light. And the thing is, it actually gives you a very slight magnification. Very slight magnification, so it actually helps with reading text. In game, you'll actually see the text clearer and a little bigger. The cool addition to this is that seeing that it kind of magnifies everything, it actually makes my monitors look slightly bigger, which kind of cool actually. It's like free upgrade in monitor size. Anyway, no joking around, this is really good. If you check it, if you realize, you check out, there's a lot of gamers, gamers on this, hardcore esports guys that are using these things because they work. It's not no, that's for kicks. This one really works good. It's a nice set. Thing is though, it's like too little, too late. I found out about this after my eyes was already a mess. I went to my optometrist only to find out that my eyes really were this bad. So ended up getting this. Now I have to admit, I don't like really like wearing glasses. Personally, I don't really dig glasses. Right now, if I take my glasses off, I'm honestly I have some writing in front of me right now. And let's put a little thing together so I remember my some points on to touch on with you guys. And everything's kind of relatively blurry right now. With this, it's like perfectly crystal clear. Everything's cool. Again, not to mention, the one perk with this is that it actually magnifies everything. Just actually, it magnifies a little more than the Gunners. So right now, my monitors look pretty big. Everything looks kind of big, which is like a plus for the sim racing side of things. But trust me, you don't want your eyes to get bad to get to this point. I wish I knew about like Gunners and stuff from the very beginning. I would have bought this from day one, and maybe I wouldn't have to wear this. Who knows? But anyway, I have a couple of points I wanted to touch on too. Remember too, this is not just for gamers, right? This is for anyone that's using a monitor basically in the dark. It is said if you were to use your monitors in a lit area like this, right now I have my light on. If I used to game like this all the time, probably I wouldn't have been in this position right now. Yeah, having a source of light on in your room helps a lot with eye strain, a lot. So it's better if you use your monitors in a lit room. Okay. So if you're gaming in the dark, be careful or beware. The type of strain that you're doing, put it on your eyes. If you're playing games in general, but it doesn't matter what it's console, whatever, you have to remember to blink. It might sound weird, but I'm telling you, sometimes you focus on that game so much that you don't even blink. It happens to me. Sometimes I'll be focused on that track, I focus on that character. I can't tell you when last time I actually blink. I don't think about it. But if I look, now that I see myself sometimes on videos, especially on live streams where I have a camera like in my face like this, I can actually look at myself, and sometimes I can't say, I haven't blinked for a really long time. You need to blink every now and then, make it a habit. Every time you blink, you moisten your eyes. So blink, not rapid, but blink frequently. If you find your eyes getting dry, blink your eyes rapidly for, let's say, about 10 times. And blink a few times. Every time you blink, you kind of moisturize your eyes. It might sound weird, yes, but it's true. Remember to blink. Don't get so focused that you don't blink. And yeah, it's also a common thing that's said also. It's a 20-20-20 rule, from what I understand. Every 20 minutes, you look at something that's about 20 feet away for 20 seconds. And it's said to work wonders. It's actually like a preventative measure. So, hey, I didn't used to do it, so glasses now, right? So common advice is to look away from your monitor every now and then. Of course, with us sim racers, gamers, you might be in a particular situation, you can't exactly look away from your monitor if you're racing, right? So, but at least remember to blink. Alright, also remember, like I said, the gunners, there's a website I only just found out, Ars Technica had a pretty good test with these glasses. These glasses. They tested gunners actually, the same brand, and they had really good results with it. I will also leave a link to their website and their findings in the description, so if you want to read it for yourself. Right? There's also something else you could use, Flux or f.lux. The website is actually justgetflux.com. It's basically something that you download on your computer, which you can set it to change the color or the color settings of your monitor over hours, like during the day. So it'll be kind of like relatively bright, like what I guess this, your monitor will look right now. It will look more or less like that, but as the day goes and starts to get darker until it's a night, it actually kind of turns your monitor into more of a warm hue, which is it cuts down on the blue light. So, and you can actually adjust that intensity. I used this before. Some people swear by it, but I personally, I'm not really the biggest fan of it, because when you cannot turn it to the extent where you want to cut down the blue lights, I don't really like how my monitor looks, especially my games. I don't really like the colors that I see. With this, although you see the yellow tint on this thing, it actually does not look very yellow. It might look like this, you know, because the lens looks kind of yellowish, but once you put that on, it's all it looks is slightly warm. It looks slightly warm, your monitor. It actually, I mean, some of the colors actually pop better. It actually looks, to me, looks better, believe it or not. So you will actually forget that you have this on your face. Take what I'm telling you. Because the side pieces, like here, is actually there's a version actually, which is this. This is actually the version I'm talking about, where the side pieces is extremely thin, because these are not normal glasses, these are gaming glasses. So these are actually made extremely thin and flat, so your headphones won't be pressing against this and squeezing the side of your head. So they are really comfortable. Really cool stuff. Like I said, I'll leave a link in the description. Check it out. Check it out. It's really cool. It's better to deal with this now than to deal with having to buy glasses in the future, just because you're gaming, or even if you're just working on a computer whether you're doing your video editor, you're into photos, any kind of work that you do in front of screens. I would advise you don't have to be a gamer to buy this. Once you work on a screen all day, if you're somebody that do editing and you need to see exact replication of proper colors, well then of course you would want to be using this, right? Although they do have a clear version, they have a clear version of this that blocks blue lights. The thing is, this yellow one blocks more blue light than the clear one, but the clear one still blocks some compared to not to use it at all, right? So if you have to use color accurate, if you need color accuracy for your job, you can probably get the clear version to this. This yellow one blocks more blue light, so I went with the yellow. This, like I said, this is great. I love it. I love it. That's the reason I actually didn't get rid of it. Although I'm using glasses now, I still didn't get rid of it. Actually, we like it that much. So I just wanted to talk to you guys about that. Another thing too that a lot of people probably mightn't really realize: fluorescent light does not help you. Fluorescent light actually emits blue light. Fluorescent lights, they're not the best light. You know, I actually use those kind of bulbs that looks like a coil. I actually use those, and I use the right now. I don't know if you can probably tell by the color of the room. It's actually the warm color one. It's a kind of it gives off a slightly yellowish light, as opposed to the same white ones, super white ones that actually give out blue light as well. So hence the reason. So I mean, guys, you guys take care of your eyes. If you into sim, but it doesn't matter what you're into, sim racing, FPS games, whatever. Once you're in front of that monitor, especially if you're using monitor, like a computer for work, that's how you make your money. Well, these are very important to you. Take care of your eyes. Take it from me. I am totally what's the word? I am totally 100%, almost, I would say 100% sure that sitting in front of these monitors, gaming in the dark, totally like really damaged my eyes. I sit in front of, well, at the time I was sitting in front of 3 27-inch monitors, and I have 2 tablets, as you probably saw in some of my videos. So that's 5 screens. 5 screens hitting me from all angles in the dark. Now it's 6 because I have a monitor overhead as well. So now right now I actually literally have 6 screens in front of me. And if I were to have all these 6 screens on, running a race in total darkness, I'll be totally torturing my eyes. That would not be wise. The thing is though, this particular glasses that I actually wear right now, which is prescription of course, these actually block blue light as well to a pretty good extent. So hence the reason I don't really have to wear this. I mean, I can wear both of them, right? So this actually blocks out blue light as well. I'm sorry if I'm looking kind of all over because I'm looking at different things on the screen while I'm talking to you. So, like I said, I have a couple points I want to make sure that I touched on before, you know. So, like I said, I will leave the link to Ars Technica's test of the gunners. I will leave a link to Flux. If you want to download Flux, you put it on your computer so you could kill the blue lights in the night. No problem. Because one of the benefits, as they say, to that is actually, I don't know if you guys have ever heard that they say that using anything with a screen, whether it be a phone, tablet, computer, in the night time, that will usually kind of mess with your sleep-wake cycle and keep you up. They say Flux is supposed to help with that because it blocks all the blue light and it's kind of more calming on your body, I would say, I guess. I'm not a doctor, so I'm not agree with what they say. So just remember, it might sound weird, but remember when you're gaming, blink. It might sound dumb, but remember to blink. I have to tell myself that sometimes because I usually just get tunnel vision. So remember to blink. Every time you're blinking more, in your eyes, you need this. And focusing on something far away. Every now and then, we're not talking about when you're actually driving it, but focus on something far away. I usually would turn my head and look at something like the furthest point in my room, probably the wall or something. Look for the furthest point, or the AC or something like that, and focus on it for a little bit, and look at something probably over the monitor, straight overhead, the furthest point of the wall, and I'll focus on it for a bit, and then I'll focus back here, you know. But the screen, like I said, the screen is so close to me, so you don't want your eyes just focusing on one spot, like, you know, for hours. It's not good. Not good for you. So guys, I mean, it's a weird video. It's not the kind of video I usually would make, but I just wanted to tell you guys that because if I could help one of you guys from save your eyes, save yourself from getting glasses, it will be worth it. Like I said, I'm not a doctor. I'm not telling you what happened to me. I am convinced 100%. Looking at these screens, looking at all these screens in the darkness is what messed my eyes up. So heed my warning. Don't end up having to wear glasses. Okay? So if you have perfect 20/20 vision, get gunners. This is the best time to get it. Understand? Block that blue light from messing you up in the first place. And keep a light on in your room. And alright, this video is starting to drag along a little. It's too long. So you guys go have some fun with your family, and I'll see you guys in the next one. You guys take care.